Going? There we go. What's up? Buddy Shades coming at you. Before I begin, I got one of those little full phone holders, so I shouldn't have to worry about my phone falling now. Anyway, alright, what can I say about that game? Holy shnikes. Okay, I'll be honest. Looked a little shaky starting the game. Looked like, I'll say it, they looked like they were struggling against that intense press a bit, so was getting a little nervous. They weren't really connecting passes in the midfield, and that was making things pretty interesting, not gonna lie. And then Columbus went up. I was like, all right, this is gonna make things interesting. And like I said, they're still struggling against that press. Then second half rolled along, Columbus scored again. I'm sure I'm not the only one who's getting nervous. So I'm like, ugh. But then they were able to break the press a little bit, get a couple opportunities, and you know what? If it takes tried and true methods to get on the board, that's what you got to do. Was the first one? The first one was let's see. I know one of them was a corner. One was from that throw. Yeah, the first one was the throw-in, right? And then, not gonna lie, wasn't sure if it was gonna get across the line or not. That was, talk about a slow roller. And then Yeboah's second goal, that was nice. That was a really good header by him. That's right. That's what, his second or third goal from a header, I think, this season. So that was nice to see. And then on Marcanic, Ant-Man, sorry, that was terrible. That was terrible. Anyway, Marcanic doing what he does, so that was nice to see. Nice ball over, yeah. This one, I'll admit, our attacking mids, I don't want to say they were quiet necessarily. They just, outside of set pieces, it felt like, it felt like they were kind of closed off a little bit at times, which, can happen, and that's why and it kind of felt like that was making us struggle to move the ball along. So, you can't get out of the midfield third. It's gonna struggle sometimes. Some of their out of the back play still is a little nerve-wracking, not gonna lie. So that looks like it's getting a little better again. Thankfully, Calendar's really calm on the ball for the most part. Defensively, played pretty decently. Calendar had a couple saves. Backline had closed down when they needed to. Duncan was unlucky and dragged one just wide. Diaz Diaz played decent. The second goal, he got a little unlucky because that's right, Calendar made a save. Diaz blocked it, but he was going down, or he was falling as he blocked it, so he couldn't get in front of the second shot. So that was just that was a hustle play by Columbus, I'll say it. That was pretty much pure hustle. So props given for that. And then I guess kind of side notes outside the game. Hope everything is okay with Bongi, because they said he had a family emergency that he was attending to. And then Hamas, he had a pre-scheduled, was it medical procedure or something? He had some medical schedule. Anyway, hopefully he's doing okay. So yeah, the midfield's been defending pretty well. They've been winning balls back. You can tell they've been looking for that connected pass, and sometimes it's kind of been there, and there was a handful of times we ended up going over the top and kind of just had to do that to break the lines. but I'm sure the players are. I think they have pretty much the next week, or it's another week before the next game, so I'm sure they're gonna like that. You can tell at times that there's some heavy legs, so hopefully they can get a little rest and just with training and stuff. So nice comeback. I'd be lying if, like a few others, they looked a little lost after conceding, but they stayed in it, took advantage of they took big advantage of set piece opportunities, and yeah, let's keep it up. If we can combine the set piece and open play like this, we're going to be really dangerous down the stretch. All right, till next time, take care, everyone. Stay safe. Shades signing out.